my God, you ate the princess! Can you hear me?
Donkey!
Listen, keep breathing!
No!
I'll get you out of there!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 shocking reveals in animated movies.
Sir, that's not her door.
I know. It's yours.
For this list, we'll be looking at the biggest twists and revelations from fully animated films. We're excluding works with live-action elements, so movies like Who Framed Roger Rabbit aren't making the cut.
You got a problem with that, Valiant?
Beware of spoilers ahead. Which of these twists left you with your jaw on the floor? Let us know in the comments below.
But you think that I'm the because of these? Oh no.
Number 10. The Bowler Hat Guy's Identity. Meet the Robinsons.
By leaving the garage door unlocked, you let the time machine get stolen, and now the entire time stream could be altered.
Meet the Robinsons is one of Disney's most ambitious and underrated animated movies. It begins as a tale about Louis, a geeky inventor orphan longing for a family. But it soon becomes a madcap caper through time, with plot twists coming out of its ears. Wilbur, for instance, turns out to be the young protagonist's future son.
Go on.
Lucille is married to Bud and your dad Cornelius is their son. What does Cornelius look like?
Tom Selleck.
Okay.
But the strangest revelation is the true identity of the sinister villain in the bowler hat. It's Goob, Louis's roommate, turned bitter and twisted by circumstance. He stole one of Louis's time machines as an adult and began seeking revenge on his old friend, blaming him for the state of his life. The bowler hat gave him the idea, though. She is the true villain of the piece.
Then, just as I was on the brink of destroying Robinson Industries, I met her.
Number 9. Ian's Epiphany. Onward.
I messed this whole thing up. Now he's gonna be legs forever.
Well, not forever. The spell only lasts one day. At sunset tomorrow, he'll disappear, and we'll never be able to bring him back again.
The biggest movie twists often tend toward the dark or dramatic, but sometimes they make for tender and moving moments. In Onward, we meet two siblings named Ian and Barley, who are given the opportunity to resurrect their father for one day. However, their quest to find a jewel that will complete the visitation spell doesn't go as planned, and it's not looking like they'll succeed. Heartbroken, Ian blames his big brother.
I can't believe this. You act like you know what you're doing, but you don't have a clue, and that's because you are a screw-up. And now you've screwed up my chance to have the one thing I never had.
However, he ultimately realizes that Barley has been there for him all along and did everything a dad would. As if that wasn't touching enough, he then lets his big bro have the last moment with their father.
You go and say goodbye.
What?
I had someone who looked out for me. Someone who pushed me to be more than I ever thought I could be. I never had a dad, but I always had you.
Number 8. Roz is number 1. Monsters, Inc.
Hello, Wazowski. Fun-filled evening planned for tonight?
Well, as a matter of fact...
And I'm sure you filed your paperwork correctly, for once.
The major betrayal by Mike and Sully's boss, Mr. Waternoose, is one of Monsters, Inc.'s most dramatic moments. He's previously depicted as a kindly figure, so his involvement in Randall's evil scheme comes as a shock. However, a bigger surprise is still to come. We might have guessed at Waternoose's corruption, but we doubt anyone had Roz from The Office pegged as the head of the CDA.
2.5 years of undercover work were almost wasted. You intercepted that child, Mr. Sullivan. Of course, without your help, I never would have known that this went all the way up to Waternoose.
The Child Detection Agency is mentioned in the story, but Roz's status as number 1 isn't revealed until the final act. Her interactions with Mike make us laugh throughout the movie, but it turns out she really was always watching.
None of this ever happened, gentlemen. And I don't want to see any paperwork on this.
Number 7. The Donkeys Reveal. Pinocchio.
Pinocchio!
There's something phony about all this. I gotta get him out of here.
The early Disney movies went to some dark places, and Pinocchio has one of the studio's most disturbing reveals. Jiminy Cricket stumbles onto a truly frightful sight at Pleasure Island. We learn that the kids are lured in by cigars and pool, among other things, and their bad behavior causes them to become actual donkeys.
Go on, laugh, make a jackass out of yourself. I'm through.
The creatures are then thrown into crates marked salt mines or circus. It's meant to be a cautionary tale, and Pinocchio ultimately avoids meeting this fate. But we do see his friend Lamwick's horrifying metamorphosis, and we never really find out what happened to Alexander and the other children who were crying for their mothers.
And what might your name be?
Alexander.
So you can talk.
Yes, sir. I want to go home to my mama.
Number 6. Warren T. Rat's True Form, An American Tale.
Won't it be nice to get to America where we don't have to worry about cats anymore? There are no cats in America.
In this 1986 Don Bluth animation, the mice are heroes and the cats are villains. Fievel and his family of Russian Jewish mice travel to America as they believe it will provide a haven from their feline foes. Of course, this turns out not to be the case. The cats are lurking in even the most unexpected places. Warren T. Rat is a crook running a protection racket, tricking the mice into paying him while lying about keeping them safe.
What about my family?
You don't need a family, kid. You got a job here. Just send me your salary, will you?
But as Fievel unwittingly discovers, Warren isn't a rat at all, but a cat who's concealed his true form. It's a bizarre twist, but a memorable one, although the fake nose probably should have given it away.
Gentlemen, cat's out of the bag. Get me that mouse!
Number 5. The story of Coda's mom's passing, Brother Bear.
The truth is, I got separated from my mom. And now, with this hunter around...
Kid, I got my own problems.
Come on, please.
Children's movies often employ the death of a parent for the emotional gut punch, but Brother Bear took this trope to another level. The story is told from the perspective of Kenai, a human who has been transformed into a bear. It's a coming-of-age buddy movie, where our hero learns to care about others by befriending a bear cub named Coda. We know the latter character's mother is gone, but we only learn the full story after the pair's friendship is firmly established. When Coda describes what happened to his mom, we realize that his new friend is responsible for her passing.
The monster has her backed up against this giant glacier! The monster attacks! Ha! But Mom's too quick for him.
It's the worst case scenario, especially as Kenai has won the little bear's trust and must now tell him the heartbreaking truth.
I have a story to tell you.
Really? What's it about?
Well, it's kind of about a man, and kind of about a bear, but mostly it's about a monster.
Number 4. Wallace the Were-Rabbit, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
What's to become of the vegetable show?
We live for that competition. We're simple food. It's
man.
all we have.
Hey.
Who will save us?
A were-rabbit? Oh, come now.
Wallace and Gromit's first feature spoofs horror movies in a fun, kid-friendly way. The eponymous were-rabbit torments the townsfolk by raiding their gardens prior to the big vegetable show. So, the iconic duo set out to capture the monstrous pest. But there's a small problem. A trail of dirty footprints leads Gromit straight to Wallace, and he discovers the alarming truth. The were-rabbit is in fact Wallace, who is completely unaware of his nighttime outings. The secret is out when the inventor is confronted by the evil Victor and changes into his rabbit form. The moment where we first witness the transformation is equally shocking and funny. Number 3. Stinky Pete the Prospector's Motives, Toy Story 2.
We'll be being sold to the Kanishi Toy Museum in Tokyo.
That's in Japan!
Japan? No. I can't go to Japan.
What do you mean?
Lotso being a cruel monster blew our minds, but Stinky Pete was the Toy Story franchise's original surprise dastardly villain. Woody meets the Prospector in the second film, along with Jesse and Bullseye. Together, they make up the Cowboys Roundup Gang, forming a collectible set. Woody is excited to meet the family he never knew he had, and Stinky Pete takes on the role of a benevolent mentor.
It's your choice, Woody. You can go back, or you can stay with us and last forever. You'll be adored by children for generations.
However, his master plan is really to manipulate the sheriff into joining him and his friends in a museum. When Buzz snaps Woody out of it, the Prospector turns nasty. He exposes himself as a real bad guy, with a tragic backstory and a determination to win. We did not see it coming, and it hurt.
Your choice, Woody. You can go to Japan together or in pieces. If he fixed you once, he can fix you again. Now get in the box. Never!
Number 2. Fiona's Curse, Shrek.
Man, isn't this romantic? Just look at that sunset.
Sunset? Oh no! I mean, it's late. It's very late.
Shrek sets up an odd couple romance between the beautiful princess and the smelly ogre. But as it turns out, they're not such a strange match after all. When the sun goes down, Fiona becomes a big green version of herself. But the audience isn't privy to her secret at first. We only discover the truth when Donkey accidentally walks in on her after her nightly transformation.
I'm the princess. It's me in this body.
Oh my God, you ate the princess!
It's hard to remember a time before we knew about Fiona's curse, but we'll never forget how surprised we were when we found out. The scene in which she explains herself to Donkey is a standout moment, and the fact that her ogress self is the one that sticks following true love's kiss is the cherry on top.
But I don't understand. I'm supposed to be beautiful.
But you are beautiful.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Evil Hans, Frozen.
Wait, slow down. No one's brothers are staying here. No one is getting married.
Wait, what?
Of all the villain reveals in the Disney canon, Prince Hans was the most jarring. It should be suspicious that he proposes to Anna after only one meeting, but the tradition of the handsome Prince Charming is so deep-rooted that we automatically trust him. It appears to be love at first sight, and he even gets to sing a romantic and catchy duet.
And maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue.
But with you. So who would ever expect that he was actually planning to take over the kingdom? Although Wreck-It Ralph's King Candy reveal did predate Frozen, Hans fully took things up a notch. The revelation scene comes at the most dramatic moment possible, and it still sends shivers down our spines.
Oh, Anna. If only there was someone out there who loved you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.